true. First of all, Coach, congrats on the victory 74-59, and had to contest with the altitude here, but you guys get your first road victory of the season, and had to play through some foul trouble at the end. What did you think overall of the game and the effort?
Yeah, it definitely was not a pretty game to watch or, out there. I think the altitude, there's no doubt it does affected us, how we played, our conditioning. We had to sub a lot more. We didn't move at the same pace that we usually do. But, we talked about, fighting through and being tough. And, in those times when you get tired, those are the moments that you have to rebound. Those are the moments, you have to really get back on defense. And I thought the guys in those tired moments were mentally tough, physically tough. And, that allowed us to be able to get that lead and keep it.
What did you see in the Coles matchups that no matter who Jacoby had on him, whether it was a big or maybe a smaller big, he had some sort of advantage at every level?
Yeah, Jacoby was really patient. In the post, he was really patient with his decision-making. How they play defense is they don't give a lot of help. They really make you score one-on-one. They make you finish over, Felder at the rim, which, he had several blocks on us. And so Jacoby was just excellent being patient. I think he used his shot fake well and made a lot of key shots for us.
Coach, Duke Brennan once again picks up his fourth double-double of the season. 3 of his 4 double-doubles have come in 5 WAC games. Really seems to be elevating his game physically and did it again tonight.
And, Duke was so good beginning of the year before his injury, and he was out for those 4 games. He's been good throughout, but, sometimes when you're out a few weeks with an injury, it takes you time. And Duke's just been sensational. He gives such great effort. One of my favorite plays of the game was the loose ball, late in the second half, and he got on the ground. He and Colin, tried to get that loose ball, and you don't get, a lot of 6'10" centers, that are getting on the ground, late in the game after they've already played, close to 30 minutes. And so, he's a warrior, and, he definitely deserves all these double-doubles. They don't fall into his lap. He works for them.
Yeah, we talked a lot about defense ever since that road trip in the Louisiana Tech game. You've been holding teams under 40% regularly. Again, tonight they're at 37%. But it seems like you get those key stretches of every game where you stretch those stops out. And it happened in the first half and then toward the end of the game.
Yeah, I thought Colin was really good on the ball. Jackson was hurting us in the first half in ball screens. And I thought Colin was really good in the second half. And I thought Duke and his ball screen coverage was really good in the second half. So really credit them. Ray was solid. Thought he did a good job. On Miller. Miller is a very aggressive scorer. He was good on him. And then, Simpson, we were really good in the first half. We lost him a bit, and he made some shots in the second half. But collectively, really liked our defensive effort across the board.
What'd you think about that zone? You kind of went to it because you were trying to keep guys from getting their 5th foul. But what'd you think? How'd you think the 2-3 was?
I thought it was great. We're thankful they missed some shots. If they make it, then you question the zone. As a coach, but, thankfully they missed it, and it allowed our guys to catch their breath out there. We were tired, and it allowed them to be able to catch their breath a little bit on the defensive end, and it slowed the game down. We definitely wanted to slow it down because we were in foul trouble with our guards, and, obviously Tyon didn't play all night, so, we were really thin on the perimeter. And so when we got that lead, the zone we thought really helped by, slowing the game and kind of speeding up the clock.
We talk a lot in sports about a game-time decision. This was literally a game-time decision with Tyon Grant Foster. He was out there trying to test it out. What happened through that process?
Yeah, he tried. Last year he played at Stephen F. Austin sick. Last year I think it was the exact same weekend almost a year ago. And, he wanted to try to play even though he hadn't been with us really in 2 days. And he wanted to come warm up. And, obviously being sick, not doing anything in 2 days, coming out in altitude, trying to warm up. He just didn't feel right, and so he made a good decision. We got him at the hotel, try to get him ready to go on Saturday, and hopefully in 2 days he'll be significantly better and be able to play.
Coach, what are you seeing about the help that Travar Jackson gives you, especially in this when you're kind of a little thin on the bench? Played over 9 minutes and 2 points, 2 boards, dropped a great dime on a pass to Duke, too.
He did. Again, like we talked, Trey does have experience in the WAC, but a lot of minutes at Tarleton last year, did a really good job. and we've kind of just thrust him in. He played the 3, he played the 4. You can still tell, obviously, he hasn't played with these guys all year, so there's some things that are a rhythm thing. But, he had a nice layup. Like you said, made a really nice pass, and I think he had a really good defensive rebound down there, 2 of them. So I thought his minutes were important, especially with Tyon out and our guards in foul trouble. We had to go with really a lineup that we haven't practiced before, with those 3 guys, 2 on the bench with fouls and Tyon out.
You get the road win. Southern Utah was 7-2 here. You got another road game Saturday. The theme of the WAC continues to be home teams. Arlington beat Seattle at home today. Abilene beat Tarleton at home today. What did you see about the road mentality today, and what you're going to need Saturday?
It's tough to win on the road. You got to be mentally tough. You have to be together. You have to be in better shape. On the road, because you don't have the crowd to kind of give you that adrenaline rush and that energy. And so, I thought today was a really good road game for us from those standpoint. Thought we were connected. Thought our guys were talking to each other. Much different than our first 2 road games. This is a much better feeling on the bench and a much better feeling amongst the players.
Well, Coach, you're back at it on Saturday. You get to just drive like maybe 40 minutes away, but you lose about 4,000 feet. So it'll be kind of nice to get back to
we can't wait to lose that feet.
some good air, right?
Yeah. We're excited. I think our players are all excited, too, to get back to level ground.
Congrats on the victory. We'll see you Saturday.
Thank you.
That's
Thanks,
it, Coach.